What up, fantasy football people? We are back. We're gonna do buy or sells on the wide receiver position, though. This time, week six. There's some people that blew up, and there's some questions with injuries, so we got you covered on them. We'll start it off with a familiar face for us: DeAndre Hopkins
Yeah.
versus Baltimore.
God, fuck that guy, man.
Is Baltimore secondary healthy?
I think so.
I think they're getting healthier, if I'm not
It
mistaken.
doesn't matter. Tannehill fucking sucks. I'm not playing.
That's true. Yeah, fuck Tannehill. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to play him. I think I'd be trying to trade him high right now.
Um, I mean, he's coming off of his best game for sure. He still hasn't found a touchdown yet. He's still searching for that. He is Ryan Tannehill's favorite option. Of course, with Trey Burks out, it looks like he's going to keep throwing to him and throwing to him and throwing to him. But the Baltimore defense is about middle of the pack when it comes to defending for wide receivers. So I would say if you do play, heed expectation.
Their
But
middle of the pack hurt.
yes, and they're getting healthier from what I've read so far. So I don't know if I agree with the take y'all to try to trade him if I can while the skillet's hot.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, if you, I wouldn't play him. Uh, I mean, he's probably for some of you as I'm looking at these teams though, he's probably some of y'all's number one or two options. You kind of have to play him, but that's your fault.
Yep.
Um, Going into one where this is a bit harder because, of course, Justin Jefferson owners are probably very upset today. Of course, he's on IR.
Yep.
But Jordan Addison owners are probably very happy. KJ Osborne owners that got him are probably very happy. Are you buying in or selling on any of these versus Chicago?
I'm buying in on Addison 1,000%, but there's no way I'm
Not any
buying in.
more than I did before
Yeah, but
Justin Jefferson got hurt.
there's no way that I'm buying in on KJ Osborne.
I think there's more to be said to be buying on him than Addison.
I don't know, man. He be dropping balls in the end zone too much.
Yeah, but now, like Jordan Addison, you're mid with no double team. Now I'm going to double you. So
Mhm.
let's see what you can do. That just means KJ's going to be open even more.
But what if they double team KJ more?
Dude, if you just said he's dropping balls, why the fuck would I double team you?
What if he's the one that starts playing better, like you're saying, and they switch to him? There's a lot that could
But
go into it.
before now and the time you get better, you have to
Yeah,
get better, which means there's value in KJ Osborne. That's my
I'm
point.
I'm still gonna go in on Addison because he's been more consistent, which I think is a solid reason to want to do it.
No, you definitely
Mm.
play him, but I'm
Yeah,
not buying in on a no more. Like I still think you're a
yeah.
flex player. You're not. You can't be a wide receiver one or two for me. I don't think.
So you don't move him, Zach. You don't move him
I
up
don't.
I don't dial him up or
RB
down.
three or wide receiver 3-2 to a one, but you
No,
keep him as a
absolutely
flex.
not. Yeah.
And then Caleb, you kind of value him a bit more because
I don't value him more than like a wide receiver two or anything. But
yeah.
yeah,
So he
I
kind of
think it depends on who you have going for you on your team so far.
yeah. My guy that I went after was Brandon Powell. I'm shooting
Mhm.
at a barrel here, hoping that he does something more than KJ Osborne, but we'll see. I'm not playing him though. I just have him on my bench, chilling there in case KJ starts dropping balls. Brandon Powell, you look like Andre Johnson. That's close enough for me. I'm gonna keep you up. Um, we next go into, and this one's very tricky: Patriots wide receivers versus the Raiders. Because we were trying to talk about it before we're recording. If and when Mac Jones gets benched, unless he decides to randomly play well,
Yeah,
um, who is the guy that is going to go off when Zappy comes in? Are you going to trust one and play him, or are you going to stash one, or are you going
That's
to?
the thing is I don't trust none of them. If I was gonna stash somebody, because like you said, it's like shooting fucking in the dark almost.
yeah,
I'm taking Keyshawn Butte because I believe him to be the most talented on that team,
yeah.
but also the most retarded. So I don't know.
I think with him though, it just depends on his health since he's been missing games. But yeah, that's a solid one for sure. I'm probably gonna lean more toward Kendrick Bourne just because he's the only one that's really done anything so far yet. But the smart person would probably bet on Devontae Parker because he should be the number one there, but he just hasn't been doing shit.
That team has that's
I know,
ugly
that's-
ass football. That shit is ugly.
That whole team is a dumpster fire right now.
We did talk
Huh.
about their teammate Ramondre Stevenson getting some better running, so it could open the pass game up a bit more. The Raiders have also given up 21.8 fantasy points per game to receivers, which is
Mhm.
17th in the league. They have a few injuries heading into this game, so it probably is going to be a wider margin. So if you have a spot, I'd say pick one of the guys and just hold them and hope that it's your guy that you picked at this point. But at that point, it's kind of like you may just waste a roster spot for the week. But hey, if you're cool with that, it works. Because you don't know what happens. Maybe Mac Jones throws an interception, they'll get out the game.
Yeah.
True that.
Don't
See
play
that?
Mac Jones though. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah, don't trust that fool. Next we got Drake London versus Washington.
I kind of like that. Like I think you're probably most likely going to play London anyway, but I think you could probably like I have him at flex last week. I might bump him up to wide receiver 2. The Commanders got shredded, and Drake can get open. I'm playing him. Fuck it.
I think if that's my only option, yeah, I'm okay with it, but I'm not happy about it. But that's just because I got personal beef with him.
Oh,
I mean-
well, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's worth a play. That's what I'm getting at.
I would say I value him like what the fuck are you? Are you Mark Cooper-ish?
I mean,
No, he's kind of Olave-ish this year.
Yeah.
he leads the league, or he leads his team in interceptions. And if we're being honest, the Commanders' defense allows the third most fantasy points per game.
That's why I thought it'd be good this week.
So I mean, he could be a legit steal for you. If he's your flex, you're probably going to be happy about that. If he's your wide receiver 1 or 2, you're probably going to want him to do really good also. Another guy that blew up coming from probably the biggest game of his whole life. DJ Moore versus the Vikings.
I'm playing him.
Yeah.
Him and Fields got something going on. Even when they fucking were terrible and miserable and couldn't do nothing, he still got 100 yards and a touchdown. I'm going with it.
Yeah.
His only bad game was against Green Bay. Then he did 16, 13, 27, then blew up for the 58 plus. I mean, he's their wide receiver 1. Fields has said he wants to utilize him more, give him the ball. I feel even if you're worried, I mean, don't expect 50 plus points, but if he gives you 15 to 20, I mean, that's.
I think he easily can get 15 to 20 just because nobody else on that team does anything, and he'll figure out a way to get open.
He's big also. If it's raining, are you worried about that?
I'm not, because if you go back and look at preseason, his first pass he caught was a bubble screen that he took for like 60-something yards and a touchdown. So he can play close to the line of scrimmage. He can get out there and move them little feet, whatever the fuck he wants to do. Like, the dude is legit to me. That's a good-ass football player right there.
Yeah.
But if it's raining, are you worried that Justin Fields is just going to run?
A little bit, but I mean, you can't run it every time.
I was going to say, you kind of have to take that into consideration with Justin Fields being the quarterback there no matter what.
Especially considering their second and third string running back, they're going to have design run plays for him.
Yeah.
But I just think that they'll figure out a way to get DJ, because you have to use DJ. If you're going to design plays for Fields, then I have to use DJ Moore to keep him off of him.
Yeah.
So like they'll figure it out. Well, they might not because they're retarded too, but
It's gonna be a bad game. I mean, at this point, you've drafted DJ high. I'm pretty sure everybody that has him, or you traded for him low,
Or you kept him,
or kept him. Yeah, but he's giving you the fruits of your labor right now, so you should be happy for that. Nico Collins of the Houston Texans versus the New Orleans Saints. coming
I
off.
have a feeling that he's gonna have a pretty good week.
Yeah, I think he's still a play for sure.
I
Especially
really do, especially considering we're hurt at wide
I
receiver.
was gonna say, especially with Tank probably not playing this week. Yeah,
We're gonna need him. We're gonna need him.
I mean, he had, of course, everybody coming from a big game, you don't want to see 44 and then a 6.
yeah,
but-
but how many targets did he get last week?
And that's the thing. He didn't get
3.
many.
He got I think like
4.
5 or 6
3 or
targets.
4
and 3
targets.
receptions.
Easy caught.
I told you on the something we recorded earlier, I don't even remember what it was. Bobby Slowick called a bad game last week, I feel like, and I think he'll do much better this week.
Yeah. I mean, of course, everybody's saying that the Saints defense is stout. They're going to hold Nico Collins to his floor. There's even people asking if they need to play KJ Osborne over him. If they play Addison over him, DeAndre over him.
Like Addison's a good. I could get that, but I mean, C.J. Stroud, he's all world throwing the ball right now. He's one of the best in the world doing it right now. Nico Collins has proven he can get himself open when the system allows it. To me, he's worth the risk. I would definitely play Nico Collins, especially if you can play him at wide receiver 2, flex or something like that. Because if he blows the fuck up, then he don't have middle games. Either he does nothing or he does everything. So
Yeah.
roll the dice on it, see what happens.
And Nico Collins is CJ's security blanket. It's the guy he wants to go to. It's his number one that he feels comfortable throwing to, and he finds where to throw it to. If that run game starts to at least give some help, then look for it to be more beneficial to you Nico Collins owners for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody else on the out there that you're looking at more worried or to play?
From what I seen last week, this is gonna sound retarded because of how bad he did. But if you look at it in context, Christian Watson. I fail to believe somebody can get that open and that many targets and the quarterback throws that many shitty balls. Because he should have had 2 or 3 touchdowns on Monday.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna be on a bye, thankfully. I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, my bad. Well, still going forward, don't bail on this yet. I wouldn't, at least.
But I feel for a buy because a lot of people wanted him from me, and now they're like, I don't want him from you. He 10 points, 12 points. This could be a perfect time you can grab him on a cheap before he plays Denver, before he plays Minnesota.
Anybody know what's going on with Mike Evans?
Hamstring. So no.
They said they will know more towards Friday, Saturday. So, if he is healthier, if he's good to go, let me put it that way. Are y'all playing him?
If he's good to go, then yeah, I think I will.
It makes me nervous, but yeah, I would play him. But you would know. You gotta think about it like this: if he does bad, you're stuck with him probably the rest of the season. He has no value in trade.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Or trade that fool before this weekend.
That's what I was thinking too. Hey, get him out of here. Fantasy football people, I know it's been a weird season, a lot of injuries. That being said, make sure you subscribe to the network. We got you covered on fantasy football content. Drop your comments down below in the comments. Drop your trade proposals. Any questions you have, drop them down. IDP questions, my boy Zach got you covered. That being said, you can join us every Sunday, 8 in the morning Central Time. We are live to help you out with your rosters on who to pick, who to not pick, to all the fun stuff with weather, DraftKings, FanDuel, all that other good parlay stuff. If you can't find us there, you can go on our TikTok. Caleb goes live in the mornings. Calvin goes live in the afternoon, but right before the games start.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you got no excuse to wake up and watch something. That being said, though, thank you. Good luck in your weeks. We are out of here. Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.